Ready to learn ebook writing for beginners? If you are a beginner author and you are wanting to get your first ebook done quickly, in this video, I'll go over the 3 steps that you can use to write your ebook as a beginner. Step 1 for ebook writing for beginners, figure out the problem that you're going to solve with this ebook. Figure out the problem that you're going to solve with this ebook. When I first started writing books in 2009, I was creating Bible study guides as a companion to my documentaries that I was producing for my first production company. The problem that I had was I wasn't really solving a problem. I was creating Bible study guides as a companion to the film, but there was no issue, there was no pain point that I was solving for my book reader. And because of that, I had such a hard time selling those books. Oh my gosh, it was impossible. Here's the thing, sis. People don't just buy ebooks, right? They buy ebooks that are solutions to their problems. They have a problem, they're looking for it to be solved, and they want an ebook to solve it. So in order for you to put your ebook in front of that person, you need to be clear on the problem you're solving with that ebook. So that is the very first thing you want to do as a beginner author. Figure out the problem you're going to solve with this ebook. Here are the 3 steps you can take to figure out the problem you're going to solve with this ebook. Number 1, what has the Lord called you to write about? What the Lord has called you to write about is literally your purpose as a faith-based author. It's your niche, the pain point that you are called to serve in. This needs to be based off of your testimony, your experiences, what the Lord has brought you through. Number 2, go to Amazon.com and figure out what that pain point that the Lord has allowed you to write about and be an expert at. What category does that fall into on Amazon.com? Go on Amazon, search the books category, and find the niche that your topic fits into. And then third, within that niche on Amazon, search by bestsellers and see what problem you can solve within this topic. I like to look for books that have a lot of reviews, but a lot of questions in the reviews. That tells me that there is something that author missed inside of their book and is an opportunity for me to be able to write a book for. Never copy somebody's book. You want to look for a hole in the market that you can address with your ebook that is a solution to a problem. If you need help doing this, watch my video where I go over how to find a profitable topic for your ebook. Step number 2 for ebook writing for beginners. Now that you know your topic, you need to identify your framework for how you're going to teach the solution to the problem. Identify your framework for how you're going to teach the solution to the problem. Your framework, aka your curriculum, is literally your lesson plan for how you're going to help somebody solve that problem. Remember, in step 1, we said that people purchase ebooks as a solution to their problem, right? So how are you teaching that solution? That is your framework. That is your curriculum. And that needs to be based off of your testimony, how the Lord taught you to solve this problem. One of the questions I get asked a lot here at Godwood Girl from my girls is, hey, I don't have experience with this topic, but I want to write an ebook about it. And I always say, well, if we're being ethical, right? We want to be ethical in our books. We want to be ethical and have integrity as authors. So if somebody is purchasing a solution to a problem, but we don't actually know the solution to the problem, we're kind of scamming people, right? So that's why I don't want you to write something that you don't really know how to solve. You want to really focus on the things the Lord has actually allowed you to experience and understand and really solve in your own life so you can teach somebody how to solve the problem too. You're not trying to teach a solution to everybody. You're just trying to teach the solution to people who have the same problem you had and want to solve it the same way you solved it. For example, here at Godwood Girl, when I started writing about personal development and goal setting, I was very specific about what problem I was solving with my books, what my curriculum was. I knew goal setting like the back of my hand. All glory to Jesus. The Lord has allowed me to achieve some very big goals from a very young age. And the system that I used was the same system over and over and over again. So even though, I was just getting out of anxiety, just getting out of depression, just getting back to my purpose, I knew goal setting like the back of my hand. If you want me to teach you goal setting, I actually don't even need slides. I don't need a presentation. I can just sit here and talk about goal setting, right? That's how well I know it. So my first books were all about goal setting because that was my experience, that was my testimony. That's what the Lord had allowed me to conquer over and over again in my life. So think about your framework as your testimony. Break down your testimony. What did the Lord allow you to do in order to take that test, turn it into a testimony? This is your framework. So here's how to create your framework for your book. Number 1, identify the testimony that the Lord allowed you to have when it comes to this solution that you're teaching in your book. Number 2, break down that testimony into what happened first, what happened second, what happened third. List it in order so that somebody else can do the same thing. And then number 3, organize your testimony as your book curriculum. So step number 1, I did this. That included ABC. Step number 2, I did this. That included DEF. Take it through step by step so that you know how you're going to teach the solution to your problem in your book. And then finally, step number 3 for ebook writing for beginners. Now that you have your framework, it's time to create your outline and write your book. It's time to create your outline and write your book. Here at God the Little Girl, all glory to Jesus. I'm on 56 books self-published at the time of this recording, and it's because of this one thing. Now I can write books in just 2 hours. Now, how did I go from my first book taking me a year to now I can write books in 2 hours? It's because I always have a book outline first. Before I start writing anything, I have my outline in place so I know exactly what's going on to every single page in my book before I start writing it. This eliminates writer's block, and this allows you to write your book very, very quickly because every time you sit down to write pages, you know exactly what you're writing. You don't have to come up with it. You don't have to brainstorm. Everything is already outlined for you. Now you just have to turn it into your actual manuscript. So go ahead and take your framework and turn it into your book outline so you can write your manuscript. Here's how you turn your framework into your book outline to write your manuscript. Step number 1, model one of your favorite books and the way they have the book structured. I said model, not copy. Model. So for example, one of my books, Unleash Your Legend, it's a daily devotional. It's 30 days. And then each day of the devotional has specific things within each chapter. So it has a prayer, it has a Bible study guide, it has verse, all these different things. So if I love this and I want to use it for my own devotional, I can write down this framework to model it, not copy. Please don't copy my stuff. It is copyrighted. And just don't copy authors. Just don't do it. Second, once you have your model for your outline, go ahead and take your curriculum and plug it into the model that you created. So if I'm modeling Unleash Your Legend, then I know that I want each part of my framework to include a prayer, to include a Bible study verse, to include a little Bible study application section. So I'm going to take that framework and apply it to the outline. And third, once your outline is done, now go ahead and write your book. Write your book by doing this, okay? Set a specific word count that you want to write each day. Time block on your schedule daily, a time where you're uninterrupted. Usually for a lot of us is going to be when you use the bathroom. I'm sorry, sister, it just is what it is. And that's when you're going to sit down and write your book. Write that book. Keep writing until you hit your word count and never let yourself go backwards. If you're in God the Little Girl Faith-Based Author School, you know my Write It Fast system that you can use to get your book done written quickly. If you've never heard of the Faith-Based Author School, let me give you a little sneak peek. So in the author toolkit, everything is already recorded and already available for you. So as soon as you sign up, you can get started with your book. So first up is the Write Your Nonfiction Book Workshop that I was telling you about. All of these modules are already here. Finding your topic is 9 minutes. Creating your book methodology is 21 minutes. Creating your book outline is 22 minutes. Writing your book manuscript is 28 minutes. Copy editing your book is 23 minutes. Designing your book interior, 29 minutes. Designing your book exterior, 15 minutes. And then publishing your book, 12 minutes. So this is already recorded. So as soon as you sign up, you can go through and go ahead and make sure you have a book that solves a specific problem. And then in the author toolkit, girl, the ebook tutorials, 81 minutes. The workbook companion, let me show you some of this stuff. So this is the workbook that I created for the author brand class, right? It's so simple to do. So I show you how to do this step by step in the workbook class. The prayer journal, this one's 98 minutes. So let me show you the God Will Grow prayer journal. A lot of you guys have seen this on godwillgrow.com. I'm going to show you how to create these prayer journals step by step. You'll learn how to do it spiral, or you can do it the ones that don't have the spiral as well. So this is the one that I actually demonstrate for you inside the class. You can do a perfect bound as well. So you're going to be able to get your prayer journals done. I'm also going to teach you daily devotionals. If you remember, I have the Find Your Purpose daily devotional. So this tutorial is 120 minutes long. I literally record myself doing it so you can follow along step by step. So you'll know how to do daily devotional step by step. I'm also going to teach you Bible study guides. If you remember, the very first book that I published was a Bible study guide. So I'll show you how to do these as well. These make fantastic companions to your books. I'm also going to show you how to do a daily planner. If you remember on godword.com, I have my daily planner, the Legendary Purpose Planner. One of the very first planners that I had was the 30-Day Success Planner as well. If you remember in my original Boss Filmmaker Chick, so I have this planner. So you can do this many different ways. So I show you how to do a daily planner in that class. I also am going to show you how to do a digital planner as well. And you're gonna learn how to do a journal. And one of the really, really fun ones is the adult coloring books, the coloring books for adults. So this is the one that you're gonna see me create and self-publish in this 2-hour class. This is so pretty. And this one is all about mindfulness, right? How to worship the Lord while we are being present and helping ourselves to get rid of anxiety. You're gonna learn how to make these step by step inside of the adult coloring book class. So all that is already recorded, already available for you as soon as you sign up. So when you join the God Will Grow Faith-Based Author School, you'll get access to the author toolkit that includes the Write Your Nonfiction Book Workshop of $497 value, how to write and self-publish an ebook of $497 value, how to create a workbook companion of $497 value, how to write and self-publish a prayer journal of $497 value, how to write and self-publish a daily devotional of $497 value. You're going to learn how to write and self-publish a Bible study guide of $497 value, how to create and self-publish a coloring book of $497 value, how to write and self-publish a daily planner of $497 value, and how to create and self-publish a notebook journal of $497 value. All these recordings are already there. They show you how to do it step by step so you can bundle your book. The whole goal is so that you can bundle your book, sis, so you can offer it through a sales funnel. So to get started, go to christianauthorschool.com, christianauthorschool.com. Let me show you what that page looks like. It'll take you to this application form. Go ahead and fill out this application form, hit submit, and that's how you'll be able to get access to the brand new God That Would Grow Faith-Based Author School. If you want to join the God That Will Grow Faith-Based Author School, go to christianauthorschool.com and fill out the application form. If you're not ready to start your author business online, you just want more information, make sure you come to my upcoming free 3-day Start Your Book Business Challenge, where I'll go over the 3 steps to starting your own faith-based business online as an author, including choosing your niche, building your audience, and writing your books and selling them with sales funnels. So to get started, click the link in the description box below. And don't forget to watch this video for even more information of getting your book business started. God bless you, and Jesus willing, I'll see you here on YouTube.